Good morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth. We are in the Beach Art Journal, and today the prompt is seaweed. So, I have some new stamps. This is the last of my gift certificate. These were cheap, but there's a sandcastle, there's some neat bubbles with some inspirational stuff, there's emojis, there's this. That one was not cheap. That one cost twice as much as the other ones combined, but it had sea stuff on it. And it had seaweed. And I picked them up this morning from the office. So, hello. So I had some of the math textbook paper that had green on it. So that obviously had to be my seaweed, or at least the background for my seaweed. Now, this kind of turned into a political statement because if you're in the United States, you cannot get away from politics right now at all. It's everywhere, everywhere. Some of the right people aren't paying attention to the people and what the people want, alas. But, I took a statement, a tad bit of a statement, and some artistic liberties. Those are some air bubbles in my seaweed forest that I'm creating out of my seaweed stamp. And on this stamp set, that's a Tim Holtz like sea life. There's an amazing octopus, which I want to use, but I don't know how I'm going to do it. So I decided to just do the kelp forest or seaweed forest. And then I noticed the fish, and then I'm like, okay, well, let's color some fish and make it just, some fish swimming in a seaweed forest. Well, then one of the fish turned orange. And there's a certain man in the United States right now that is very orange and if we're so lucky, could get tangled up in some seaweed or political issues or violating major laws of our Constitution or whatever. Uh, and then there's beautiful, bright colored parrotfish or rainbow fish or whatever beautiful fish are purple and greens and bright pinks. And I think they're parrotfish. And they're squawking. The people are speaking. The people are speaking. The fish are speaking. Anyhow, no politics here. No politics. It's just art. And uh, what can you do with a seaweed and some fish in a scope of hiding from politics in the United States? Yeah. I think I'm going to go and do what Meghan and Harry did. I don't want to play this game anymore. Can I go live in Victoria too? Ay, ay, ay. No, it's a little cold, although it's been freezing here. It's 31 degrees again today. 31. Ay, ay, ay. It's sunny today, but the wind is fierce and the air is fierce, and there's nobody. I mean, nobody is out and about. There's not a golf cart in sight. There's not walkers in sight. There's not people on the beach combers in sight. There's nothing. Um, so, really and truly, if you're inside, you usually have some form of entertainment on, whether it's a podcast, whether it's the TV, whether it's the news of some sort and another. It's just awful. So, my fish, my leader of this kelp forest, got tangled up in some seaweed and he's drowning. Hmm. Hmm. And the people shall rise to the cream of the top and swim like beautiful parrotfish or beautiful fish with carefree attitudes and clear consciences of beyond all of it. Anyhow, I decided to put a frame around it because it's kind of like being in a fishbowl right now. United States politics is like being in a fishbowl. So, try not to be political, okay? Okay. I'm trying. But that's all that's left right now when it's freezing cold outside and you're stuck inside and you've watched every art video. So, I said something. What did I say in that? Something like living in a fishbowl. Anyhow, seaweed in a fishbowl. Thanks for watching. See you all tomorrow. Bye.